I'm dreaming of a summer day with palm trees and sunny rays and sunflower fields. We run away,
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mel, and today I'm taking you through a 30-minute booty workout at the gym. I always stretch before I work out, whether I'm just going on a run or I'm lifting weights like I am today. But it's so good to make sure that you're nice and mobile, but not to go too deep in your stretches before, because then you might get injured. So I like to use the bar to hold myself, especially when I'm about to squat. I put up one leg at a time and I get my hamstrings nice and open. You must always make sure to stretch your hips, especially because this is a hip exercise, pretty much. You are squatting down and you're lifting yourself up using your hip flexibility and strength. So if you've watched any of my other yoga videos or fitness videos, you know that I always go through this simple stretch with my hips, going in a runner's lunge, pulsing front and back, opening up the hips, and then also going left and right with my Skandasanas. So open up to the right, and then I walk over, open up to the left, and I change sides. I do this one about every single day, so I swear by it. It helps me so much, especially when I'm really tight in the morning. But let's go ahead and get started. I am putting on my BFR bands from FitBeast. So BFR band stands for blood flow restriction. So pretty much if you work out with these for 10 to 15 minutes, here I'm doing it about 20 minutes of this workout, maybe even more. Science says that it helps you grow your booty and your glutes. So you can actually adjust them by going tighter or looser as much as you want. You will feel a lot of tension, so you always want to make sure to loosen it when you can or when you need to in the workout. So I'm starting off at about a medium tightness, and they're right below my glutes. Yay! Okay, all set and ready at a nice tightness. And I'm going to grab the other band that comes with this kit. So you get all three of these bands when you order from FitBeast, and this is the perfect combo for lifting your booty, for doing squats. So I'm going to start off by using a light weight. The lower band is right above my knees, and I'm going to start off by doing good mornings. So I actually haven't done these in a while. I just felt like doing them just to warm up, going slow, warming up the back, the full back body, as well as stretching through my hamstrings. I have a slight bend in my knees, and I have a very straight back. I love to do these before squatting, just because it really does wake up your entire back body. Every person is different, but I tend to do about 15 to 20 warm-up squats or deadlifts. In this case, I'm doing about 20 good mornings. Because I have a light weight, I can do a lot, and it kind of gets me to start sweating a little bit, and my energy raises. Okay, now I'm moving into doing squats, and I'm going ahead and pulsing at the bottom. Again, this weight is pretty light, so it's not hard. I can take my hands off easily, and it's just warming up the glutes. I'm going ahead and pushing my knees apart, so it really targets the glutes, as well as feel that blood restriction already. sure that I squeeze my core and I push my hips forward as I squeeze my butt at the very top. It makes lifting very intentional, and it definitely targets the entire core way better. Especially because most people hurt their back when they're lifting, so it kind of reminds you that, oh, you have a core there that can be ignited to make sure it protects your back. So as you can see, I'm deciding which weight I want to put on the barbell. And every body is different. Also, every day is different. Sometimes I start off by going really heavy right away, or I just need to go light and kind of work up very slowly. But today I'm doing a pretty decent weight. I'm not trying to do any PRs or anything. I'm just trying to really burn out the glutes. Okay, I'm all set to do set number 2. So after going pretty light and doing a lot of reps, I'm just going to stick to doing about 8 to 12 reps here. I think I only did 10, but I'm going to be going nice and slow, squeezing my glutes at the top.
Winning now. Been a while, you ain't like me then, but how you like me now? Real one, if I hold you down, I'ma keep it there till we in the ground. Jet black when I paint the town, only blue sheets when they pay me now. Treat a setback like a step back. Wave. I got the game in
A proven method to making it easier is keeping a smile on your face.
Take the plot and I twist it, got a big lit. Sex with the incense, got my mind rents, won't stop, I'm relentless. I'ma need safety, tell her I can't snake me. Ray gun on safety, my girl so tasty. Tell her it's your world, she want the two-tone spaceship. Blow smoke screen daily, so the stress don't faze me. I'm going, I want a grill for the mouthpiece, so bright that it light on my face. Your shawty just call me a fave, cause she like my character traits. I never stop for a break, I put a lock on the game. I put a stock in my name, but I give a fuck about the fame. I took a bite of the life and it tastes so exquisite. It feel like you do when you look in my pendant. Hopeless romantic, my girl, chin up for the kid. I'm not on no simp shit, won't stop to the youngest he dreams. Wanna take him from rags to riches. I heard that you claim that you know me, but you ain't the homie, the fuck is your friend?
Whew, I'm already feeling that pump so much and I feel amazing. So I went ahead and took off the other band that's above my knees while keeping the BFR bands around my thighs. I'm going to go ahead and do some sumo squats. So my toes are out wide, heels are in. This is a wider stance than a normal squat. And I'm squatting down nice and slow, making it intentional.
Going, yeah, I'm going, crazy, wave, yeah, crazy, yeah, look, going, crazy, wave, hey, look, going, yeah, I'm going, crazy, wave, yeah, crazy, yeah, look, going, crazy, wave.
Okay, again, it was a little bit easier without the band above my knees, but I'm feeling the restriction like crazy. I have a lot of tension in my glutes and in my hammies, so I'm just stretching a little bit before going for my next set. Always make sure to take a break and stretch out if you feel uncomfortable or if you feel like you might pull something. Low key, I felt like I might have almost pulled something if I didn't stretch before this next set. Okay, next exercise, I'm doing squats. A normal stance, like a little bit wider than hips distance, and I'm going ahead and squatting down low, and then I'm tippy-toeing at the top. At first I was doing kind of like jumps, but I have been trying to work on growing my calves, so this is so good for doing that. Okay, I do 10 of these, and then I'm actually going to walk my feet a little bit wider, and I'm going to do the same thing, but in a sumo stance, still with the band above my knees. These are killer. So I only do about 6 of these, and then I'm finally going to move on to the next thing. Okay, next up, my favorite, leg presses. So again, I'm keeping on the BFR bands, I'm keeping on the band above my knees, and I'm just starting off with a normal just press. As you can see, my toes are slightly pointed out. I'm bringing my knees all the way to my chest or my belly, and then I'm pushing all the way straight. When I do leg presses, it depends on how I'm feeling that day, but today I am able to do more than normal, so I'm actually doing about 15 to 20 of these. The weight is not too bad. Of course, everybody is different. I have 40 kg on each side, and I'm definitely feeling it after doing the squats, but as you can see, I'm burning it out by doing some pulses at the end, and I'm relaxing. I do about 3 sets, and depending on the day, I will do less or more reps.
I don't understand why you're thinking of me. You had me at alone. I don't understand why you're
Okay, even though I didn't change the weight the whole time, I did a lot of reps. I was feeling this like crazy. My butt was burning, and I love to see the pump. Had to take a gym mirror selfie. Felt so good. Okay, next exercise I do is lunges. I love lunges because it really targets the quads and the glutes. And I love to do more like lower weight here. So I'm holding kettlebells, and I do different variations between holding them by my sides and holding them on my shoulders. Okay, I do my second set now, and I'm doing the same weight, but I'm adding in a shoulder press at the top. Okay, after the shoulder presses, I come down into a lunge and I'm going to do a few pulses. And then I rotate my toes outwards to come to a sumo squat, just to change directions and pulse on the left side. So I do 2 sets of those. It's just fun, and it just is a good way to burn the quads out at the end before moving on to the next set of exercises. There's really no wrong way to work out, as long as you have really good form and it's intentional. So as long as you're getting a good sweat or making it slow and steady and mindful, it's going to do your body good. Okay, after a few different sets of the lunges with the presses, I go into doing the heavier kettlebells, and I'm doing deadlifts now. So I do about 20 deadlifts. And again, like I said before, this lower body workout today is more focused on more reps and less weight. So I'm really targeting all the little micro muscles in the legs. Okay, next exercise I do is I walk down to a plank, and I'm going to do in and out jumping planks. So I love this because, again, I have the band still on my knees, I have the band still below my glutes, and it's way targeting more than it would if I didn't have the bands. Okay, I walk back up to where I came from, and I go back into the deadlifts. So you could go up in weight here, or in today's workout, I'm just keeping the same weight and working on my endurance. Okay, I do my last set of the plank jump outs, and again, I do like 20 of these, but this is my favorite way to work out. Have 2 different exercises and do them both 2 times each, or sometimes 3 or 4 times each, and typically I just feel the best, and it really makes me burn out my muscles, especially my core. Okay, the next 2 exercises I do are jumping squats, where I tap in the middle and I bring my feet together. I like to do a big circle and just keep going. It makes the time go by faster. And then I move into a superset with the kettlebells.
So casually keep diving into concrete, so bittersweet, huh? Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me? Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer.
Okay, the superset I do is a deadlift, and then I swing the kettlebells up to my shoulders as I squat at the same time, and then I shoulder press to the top. Come down and begin again. Deadlift, squat, press. Deadlift, squat, press. So I like to start off with a lower weight, and then sometimes I move into the heavier kettlebells. It's such a burnout at the end of your lower body workout day. But in this case, I'm doing a full body workout.
losing sleep. I'm at extreme at midnight. So hard to please. Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Hard to keep the heat when it gets colder. You know, sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder.
Okay, I always give myself about a 10-second rest or a little bit more, and back into the jumping squats.
I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark, and maybe just a better kind of bitter, 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 think about the stuff we play. How I'd rather do that instead. I keep screaming out loud from the top of my lungs, baby.
Okay, this time I grabbed one of the heavier kettlebells, and I'm doing the same thing, but instead of rotating both of them to my shoulders, I just throw the kettlebell up and catch it as I squat down in the middle, and then I press. My shoulders were pretty over it, so I just end up squatting up at the top without pressing.
Think about the stuff we play. How I'd rather do that instead. I keep screaming out loud from the top of my lungs, baby.
Okay, I'm done with those, and the rest of this workout is on the ground. I'm doing abs and just straight booty. So I love to do bridge with the knees pulsing out at the top. So I'm just grabbing one of the heavier kettlebells, and I'm just pulsing my knees out, out, out at the top. You don't have to wear the BFR bands as long as I have for this workout. Just wearing them for about 10 to 15 minutes is just as effective. I believe the longer you wear them, it does get a bigger pump, but sometimes it can be a little bit too much, so always make sure to loosen them as much as needed. Okay, my favorite core exercise is bringing my knees out as I bring my elbows in to meet in the middle, and then I extend my legs out. So it's so fun with the band because you're still getting the outer glutes, but as you extend the legs out, you're working on the lower abs. That's so hard to get for most people. Okay, I do one more set of each of those exercises. Again, with the glute bridge pulses. You can always change this up though by adding more weight. I wanted to do a barbell hip thrust, but There wasn't much space at the gym I was using, so I'm just doing this lower weight with more reps. Okay, I am all done with my workout. I'm going to end by doing some hip stretches and stretching out the glutes a little bit. Taking off the BFR bands, finally some blood flow. Feels so good. I start with a modified pigeon, crossing one leg over for figure 4, and I just pull my hips in. Okay, always make sure to stretch your hamstrings after you do legs. Otherwise, you'll be so much more sore than you already are going to be. So I like to flex and point my toe, rotate my ankles, and then pull my leg in closer to my face. If you want to stretch more, always give yourself as much time as you need. But that was the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Love you all so much. Mwah.